Hello, everybody. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. This is Bakersfield, California, and this is live. There is a SWAT standoff underway. That's all I know at the moment. That's all sources know at the moment. This has been ongoing for about 15 minutes. Hello, OG. Arthur, hello. Again, thank you everybody for watching. I've got footage coming up from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, where both of the live streamers that we had on last night, Kerwin Pittman and Deshaun Soul Morris, who has been a guest on the show, both of those were arrested, several arrests in Elizabeth City, and we will get to that momentarily. Right now, we're going to monitor this for just a little bit as okay, there was an announcement I was trying to hear over the speaker from the Bakersfield City Police Department telling everybody to make sure and stay clear of this area. I started to say an officer walked up right before we went on air with a battering ram and a crowbar-like prying tool. So we're going to stay here for a few minutes as it looks like they may be ready to make some sort of entrance. I want to talk for just a second about SWAT. All right. And this is the perfect timing. We've got a SWAT, what's being called a SWAT standoff from those on the ground. And they're outside of the building, a building, getting ready to potentially forcibly enter. SWAT was used against Andrew Brown Jr. in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. We've seen the photos. We've seen the brief body cam footage. SWAT being called out in this situation. We're not sure why. And I want to tie it together with Steve, the truck driver that's now a commentator. The yeet yeet guy. He went on a rant today because they dared use SWAT and stun grenades to arrest somebody that was involved in the riot in Washington, D.C. My personal opinion is I imagine Andrew Brown's family would have been much happier had stun grenades been used, or even an attempt to shoot out the tires of the car, disable the vehicle. Just something to think about. Salty Granny, hello. Thank you so very much for being here, as always. Charlie, hello. It gets tippy in Bakersfield. Actually, I believe this is like the second time in 2 days that that SWAT has been called out in Bakersfield. The first, I don't think they actually deployed like they are now. The first time around, it could be mistaken. A lot of things happening in and around the world, especially keeping all eyes on Israel, as it's a contentious situation, to put it mildly. Our president, Joe Biden, called the Israeli president and said, you really need to de-escalate and you need to start a ceasefire today. And to which Netanyahu basically said, no, we are going to intensify the bombing. And in a press conference today, or in a video statement anyway, Prime Minister Netanyahu said that there are two things they can do. They can either conquer Gaza or they can detour any kind of violence at all. And he's not ruling anything out. So could this be just a giant ploy, a giant land grab? Absolutely. One other thing to consider is the politics of all of this. Again, Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, lost an election. He should not be the prime minister of Israel right now. And you've got basically, while we think Palestinians are united, they normally are not. West Bank is controlled by a group called, oh my gosh, the name escapes me at the moment. Gaza Strip is controlled by Hamas, and there are two other groups, the Palestinian Liberation Organization and Fatah. And the West Bank is controlled by one, by Fatah, and Gaza is controlled by Hamas. They had a civil war. I don't know, but I guess it was 2 years ago now, over control, and the same thing is true on that side, in that Mahmoud Abbas, the president of the Palestinian government, prime minister, whatever term is used, was supposed to. There was supposed to be an election, and some say Hamas is doing this simply to discredit Mahmoud Abbas, to make him appear weak and ineffective, so that they can take control of all of Palestine. Very costly thing to do if that is the case, but nonetheless, that's a brief view of what potentially is going on in the Middle East at the moment. I've been saying for a few days that Iranian missiles are being used. You're starting to hear that more and more. Even Hamas admitting to, well, maybe there's some technology, China possibly involved. We might hear that over the next few days in the mainstream media. So again, thank you for watching. I'm going to put it back down here and we'll monitor for a minute. Then I've got a couple of videos of guys that Deshaun Soul Morris, a guest on the show not long ago from Elizabeth City, and then another North Carolina native, Kerwin Pittman. Both of them getting arrested. Okay, we see now more police. And we'll stay here for just a moment. Stay with us. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus, live from Bakersfield, California. A SWAT and a SWAT standoff is what it's being called on the ground. And if you happen to hop in the chat, just be respectful. No racism, no hate. Discussions are always welcome as long as they're respectful and everybody acts like adults, which is what everybody should be doing in the serious times we're in. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. Here's Bakersfield, California. Okay, now we're seeing a bomb disposal robot. I'm trying to get some more information on this, not having a lot of luck. That's why I'm back at the laptop instead of up here at the monitor. I have no clue why they would bring a bomb disabling robot in. But again, hopefully get some more information from this. It is Bakersfield, California. It is live. As you can see, SWAT in military equipment poised in front of a building. See if we can find out what's going on. Okay, there's a suspect barricaded inside a home near Rexland and Karen Place in southeast Bakersfield. No idea yet what the suspect is a suspect of, but as we get information, we'll feed it to you. It's the American Doofus Show, watching live from Bakersfield, California. If you're just joining us, welcome. It is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. We're watching live from Bakersfield, Southeast Bakersfield, California. A standoff is underway. A suspect has barricaded himself inside a home. Bakersfield police currently requesting that he come out the front door with his hands up. And no replies as of yet. And while we got a couple of moments here, I don't know if you can tell, but they have a dog up there now. That's usually an indication of drugs. Just saying. Well, we got a couple of seconds. Grandmaster Jay trial was supposed to be tomorrow, and it's going to be May 26th now. It's been postponed 6 days. Okay, we're going to hop away from here just for a few minutes.
Hey man, y'all still got people coming around trying to hit our folks.
This is whoever's texting me. If you happen to be watching, I am live at the moment. We're going to go to Elizabeth City, North Carolina, with Deshaun Soul Morris, who was a guest on the show not long ago. He's been providing live feeds, live video, boots on the ground. He's not an actual live streamer. He's just a passionate Elizabeth City resident, and we normally cut to him if he is live and we happen to be live. And here's what happened about 40 minutes ago.
Well, y'all scared. I'm going straight down there. Y'all scared? I'm going straight down there. Straight down there. Looking at the pigs. Oh, it's okay. This is a public sidewalk. See, we got a public sidewalk. See what you call that? It's a public vehicle. It's a public sidewalk. Look. Department of Public Safety. That say Department of Public Safety. We are on the public sidewalk. We're safe. Hey, look. We are on the sidewalk. Let them go. We good? Yes, we are. We on the sidewalk. Yeah, we on the sidewalk. Let me get locked down. Oh yeah? What? Yeah, it's illegal. It's an illegal arrest. That's right their name down. I got it. Hey, find out what the arrest is. Okay. Find out what the arrest is. We like to find out what the arrest was. Because it's unlawful. It's unlawful. Oh no. Hey, what he been arrested for? It ain't no single right. And what he been arrested for? We need to know.
What you been arrested for?
Hey, they unlawfully arresting people and not telling them why they're being arrested. What they being arrested for? They are not telling people why they're being arrested. They're arresting people and not telling them why.
You better catch me first.
What? I'm going to say you're going to arrest. That's an unlawful order. That's an unlawful order you give me. This is a public easement. This is a public sidewalk. This is a public sidewalk. That's an unlawful order. That's an unlawful order. Hey, get on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. You cannot be arrested.
Don't
touch her. Do not touch her. Don't touch her. Do not touch her. This sidewalk is public. You are unlawfully arresting people. Y'all are unlawfully arresting people on the public sidewalk. No curfew enforced or nothing. It is unlawful detainment. It is definitely unlawful detainment. This is unlawful detainment and you know it. This is a public sidewalk.
Okay, baby.
We're gonna get you.
We're going together.
Come on. We going together, because I'll be down. I'll be down today. Hey, what's your name, young lady? What's your name? We're coming to get you. We are coming to get you. Unlawful detainment. Make sure you get that badge numbers. Everybody that arrested you. Unlawful detainment. Woo! Unlawful detainment. Woo! Unlawful detainment. Boy, I can't wait till you y'all up in court. I can't wait till you y'all up in court. Especially you, pretty boy. Can't wait to get you. I'm good. They Let me put my phone away.
So there we go. Deshaun Soul Morris. We go back to Bakersfield, California momentarily. SWAT standoff underway. And I'm going to hop in real quick. Say hello, Knuckles. That Tree Cow, how are you? Crystal Fox, General, welcome to everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. Again, barely visible screen left as I'm looking at it is a bomb disposal robot. I'm not sure why it's there. If they're concerned about the house being wired or what. Hope everyone's having as good a night as possible. Again, this Deshaun Soul Morris, we just saw him get arrested. Just a few minutes, we're going to have the footage of Kerwin Pittman getting arrested. We used some of Kerwin's video from last night. He's an activist also from North Carolina. Deshaun Soul Morris, who we just saw, is an Elizabeth City resident, an activist. And we'll see how all this plays out. I'm sure we're going to have Deshaun on to talk about all this. Okay, I'm going to keep monitoring this from the laptop in the back. Before we get too far along, I want to make sure we get the arrest footage of the other live streamer, Kerwin Pittman. This is early in the video. I'm going to run ahead, and they're dispersing from one location, heading towards another.
We're out for Andrew Brown Jr. was murdered by Pasquotank County Sheriff's Department. Still, man, justice, transparency, accountability. We had one arrest early. I got out here kind of late. Just kind of having a meeting, strategizing. So I got out here kind of late.
I'm going to bump ahead just a few minutes here and we'll watch. Okay. Sorry, this is live. I went a little bit too far. There we go. Should be about right. We'll actually be able to see Deshaun Morris and his wife. This woman right here, she gets arrested. Woman in the yellow pants right there gets arrested. Say his name, shirt, she gets arrested. Okay, I'm going to monitor what's going on in Bakersfield. I'll be back in just a few moments. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. This is Elizabeth City, North Carolina, earlier this evening.
Give me the name. We just gotta say everybody got locked up. not say everybody got locked up. It's too many, bro. We just not say everybody got locked up. Yeah, for sure. Thanks. Them slow motherfuckers. Fuck me.
You don't get out, fucking man!
Yo.
Fuck you! Without that bag, you're a bitch in the house! Even with that bag, you're a bitch in the house! Without that bag, you're a bitch in the house! Even with that bag, you're a bitch in the house!
Okay, we'll come back and show the actual arrest in a moment. Developments in Bakersfield, California, as you can see, an MRAP has pulled up. And the man in the top has a machine gun. Again, if you're just joining us, we were watching Elizabeth City footage from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, where Livestreamer was about to be arrested, and we will get back to that and show the actual arrest. But at the moment, we are in Bakersfield, California, as an MRAP has just pulled up. Again, if you're just joining us, it is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. More often than not lately, we've been having live shows showing live events. And if you're joining us for the first time, you've never seen the show, it's been like this for about a month off and on with everything that's been happening and continues to keep happening. Right now, it's Bakersfield, California, southeastern section of Bakersfield. Karen and Rexley streets. And SWAT team poised outside of a residence. Suspect has barricaded himself inside the residence. I don't have any word on hostages. I don't have any word on charges. Obviously, it is ongoing. I'll move over here into the chat for a minute. And hi, Pam is jamming. How are you? Hope you're having a good evening. Santa's Roadster. Interesting. Again, if you're just joining, we are currently live, watching live from Bakersfield, California, southeastern sector of Bakersfield. A standoff is underway. Suspect barricaded inside the house, and SWAT in place, including an MRAP that just recently rolled up. Everyone's just seems to be just standing around at the moment like they're in the at ease position. When they huddle and start to move, okay, here we go. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for body cam footage to see what's actually happening at the moment, as they have cordoned it off to media. Salty Granny. This chat causes brain damage. I consider the chat at times like the cantina in Star Wars. You never know who's going to come in or what's going to pop off. And Granny, at the moment, you're in charge. But as in Star Wars, in the real world, women are strong and capable of taking charge. Otherwise, she wouldn't have a wrench. T-Rex, what's up? DeModrick, it is, well, here goes the MRAP. There's a standoff in Bakersfield, California. I guess the MRAP's just repositioning. There's a standoff with SWAT and various LEOs, local enforcement officers. A suspect has barricaded himself inside a residence, and that's the only information we have at the moment. Yes, there is a bomb robot there, a bomb disposal robot. It was actually at the rear of the MRAP. I don't know. We just a few moments ago we saw a group of shield wielding SWAT members in close procession march what we assume to be towards the residence. At the moment, we are kind of blind to what's going on, other than trying to move that MRAP into a position to either leave or move towards the house. And again, an officer poised in the top of the MRAP, the pop-up with an automatic weapon. Now there was a raid on a location of a suspect in the January 6th riots at the Capitol building that was taken in by SWAT earlier. Some people complaining about it, about them using stun grenades in order to arrest him. I think the Andrew Brown family would be happy if they had used stun grenades or tried to disable the car or done something. So this may be a situation where they're trying to extract someone that was involved as that continues to unfold and more people continue to get caught up in that. I think the guy today, or it was either late yesterday or early today, I think his dentist was the source of him being exposed. I think he was bragging at the dentist office and ended up getting him arrested. We're going to stay here a few more minutes, merely because we saw the SWAT team move up. Again, we have no visual of the house itself. I keep trying to find other potential views, but the way they have it cordoned off, I don't think anybody can get there. Okay, I'm going to pop back to the arrest of Kerwin Pittman. And I'll monitor Bakersfield, see if I can get some more information, and be right back.
Oh, they coming this way. So look, we just... Yeah, I see, bro. They locking up video and everything. All right. Yeah, they locked up the whole. Locked up the whole crew. We gonna get everybody they locked up tonight. We just gonna get everybody out. Everybody got. We just gonna grab everybody. Mark for Don, y'all watching this live. They locked Christy up. Oh, have mercy. Yeah, they grabbed a bunch of people, y'all. So. Yeah, I already know. Chris. Okay, let me get it. Is it Christy? What are on this place? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Lady. Yeah, it's Lady. It's Lady. She got the microphone. She got the black power shirt on. Black power shirt on. Facts. Okay. What's your name so I can verify that you gave it to me? Ashley. Why I never say light skin? Okay. We dispersed the fella. Crazy one, they got it. I was dispersing. Stay right here. Stay right here right now. Let's see what he needs. Was I not dispersing? We bailed people out. We already bailed people out. We already bailing people out. That's not wrong for me. That's what I said. That's what we do. We trying to see right now, bro. We up here bailing people out. They gotta call somebody to verify. They calling somebody to verify. Then we bailing people out, I guess.
Take him in custody if you can.
Take him in custody. Can I give him my phone? Just go ahead and hand it right here. Hand it to my wife. Okay, Sean, take him in custody.
Okay, going back to the standoff in Bakersfield. So I wanted to show both of those arrests. I've got a couple of more, but I think it's evident enough that people can judge for themselves whether they were doing anything worth being arrested for, or if this possibly could be a just flexing of power the day after it was decided that there would be no charges against the officers in the killing of Andrew Brown Jr. Just something to think about. Going back here to Bakersfield, California. Okay, it appears that it is winding down, I guess might be the appropriate term. We don't know the results or what happened. You can see a civilian coming out. The MRAP has backed up and is not in a ready position. Officers standing around casually. As my battery on my phone's about to die, I'm going to have to move back. Hello to everybody in the chat again. If anybody new's in there, hello to everyone that's watching. It's the American Doofus Show. It's a show where you see things that you're not going to see on mainstream media. We talk about things that aren't normally talked about. And we're going to go down here to Elizabeth City, North Carolina again real quick. Inside the police department. Again, real quick look there. Quicker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it said an hour 14, and it said a minute 14. So we'll pop back here. Again, numerous arrests made. We'll have more details on that coming. Numerous arrests in Elizabeth City, North Carolina tonight, including the two guys that we got streams from on a semi-regular basis, Deshaun Soul Morris and Kerwin Pittman. And we've shown both of their arrests earlier in the live. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of start rolling things back here. Been on for about an hour and 15 minutes. That's a pretty good time frame. And again, my battery on my phone's dying. But I do want to give a brief look as to what is the current situation in Israel. Again, President Biden calling for an immediate ceasefire today, giving a somewhat of a timeline for the first time, telling Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that he wanted to see some action today. And basically Benjamin Netanyahu said, no, we're going to continue fighting. Hamas also saying they are going to continue fighting. And that's kind of where that stands. So a situation that can escalate, and yet it is my fervent hopes and prayers that it de-escalates, that cooler heads prevail. Okay, my phone's died, so I am I'm not going to be able to show you what's actually going on in the ground in Israel right now. It is sun is just coming up over there, and I will be back on live very soon. If anything comes up in either incident here. If people start getting out of Elizabeth City, we'll come back on. If we get some information and something happens here, otherwise, hit the notification bell so you know when we're on, because it's the American Doofus Show. You never know when we're going to pop up, when it's going to be a recorded show, when it's going to be an interview, when it's going to be a panel, or when it's going to be a live, giving you looks at things from the ground, from the streets, showing you what you might not see anywhere else. And I think the arrests we've seen tonight, you're not going to see. I don't know, maybe you will. Maybe they'll pop up on mainstream media, but I highly doubt it. I think that's going to get spun a different direction, but we have the footage to show what actually happened. We don't tell you what to think or how to think, just give you things to think about. And as night is falling in Bakersfield, California, it reminds us it is a dark world. Try to be a light. I love y'all. Thank you all so much for hanging, and we'll see you next time. It's the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus.